Welcome back. Now, we're just showing you this. So we're gonna go ahead and draw our remaining thing. Get this video going soon. And then we're gonna go and show you how we colored this. It's always important for us to always mimic the coloring. We're drawing this, we're drawing characters. We're drawing is to keep your characters simple. We also have to mimic our time, because you always have to mimic the time you do this, because sometimes these things take forever and you have to mimic the time you take. That's why we're not showing you what we did yet, but we will show you how we color in to make this look like to make this look dark. It's dark, so you're actually seeing a big galaxy battle here. But we have to remember, when you're drawing stuff like this, you have to start in reverse. And you have to start slow, because if you draw too fast, it's gonna be irritating. So, you always have to make sure when you use markers, you don't want to use too much stuff. You always have to rotate. What I mean rotate is that when you see this, you always have to rotate your markers through to make them last longer. Say if I wanted to use a purple, you always have to rotate your markers through. Always rotate, because anytime you're using 64 markers, you gotta remember that you have to make them last a long time. So you have to mimic the time, and also coloring has to be perfect. You don't want to scribble. You want to do it in your work. And anytime you're using 64 markers, because it should last you about a couple months or so. But again, always rotate your markers. That way, if you get a set of markers and they don't last you that long, you can go to Office Max or now. Now, what you see we did here is we did this, and now you can see this. If you want, you can go back with the same red marker and color in any excess. There you go. Now, what is the word galaxy? To make it look like galaxy, we're going to go back to our crayons. And we're going to use the crayon black. And when you're using the word black, you always have to remember to take a paper towel and wipe off any access to the black. That way your black can be smooth. So black can be smooth once you get the black on, but we're going to explain that later. So I say farewell. And always remember that when you have colors like this, is to always switch your colors through and thoroughly. That way you can have more time to do stuff. You have more stability, and always try to mimic your coloring time. That way you can. We're not just gonna start here. We're gonna show you, go back and show you what we did on the other stuff. But if you want to finish this whole thing, you gotta remember that to always deteriorate your coloring. Always mimic the colors, so that way you can make it last longer. You know, try to make it, just to make it last longer. So, and when you're drawing, always use these professional art pens. They're 4-pit artist pens. They don't cost normally. They cost like $12 to $13. They're worth every penny. So use these when you're drawing stuff like this. And always when you use these crayons, try to make these look alive on camera. Look alive. That way you can see and take the pretend, and then always wipe off any excess crayon stuff, so little excess crayon stuff with a paper towel. That way you can really see the glow. So we'll show you that later. Hasta luego.